Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Donna Page, professional astrologer for over 25 years. The eclipse, this is a lunar eclipse, a supermoon close to the Earth, so it looks really big, blue moon because there's two moons in 1 month, and called a blood moon because it will appear red. It is, therefore, there's a powerful punch that this eclipse will be having. The lunar eclipse, the moon is in Leo. Leo is about the heart, opening up your heart, opening up to love, opening up to what you love to do. And the moon is exactly within a couple of minutes, tight, with Ceres. Ceres is a dwarf planet. She used to be called an asteroid, but now is called a dwarf planet. She's very important. In mythology, she was also Demeter. And Ceres, the word cereal comes from Ceres, the goddess of the earth, the grains. There may be news that comes up over our food supply. You may be concerned with what you are putting into your body. But there's more to Ceres than just the earth goddess, the earth mother, and the grains of the earth. As Demeter, she's the concept of that goddess who was enraged because her daughter was taken from her with the permission of a male god, taken to the underworld and raped by one of his buddies, Hades. And that concept, so Demeter, the mother, was enraged, searching all over for her daughter, and scorched the earth, seeking, and became so depressed that her daughter was taken away from her and she couldn't find her. That there was the winter came, that the grains would not grow. So what does this mean? Persephone, she was released, as the story goes, and now the seasons, and the earth will come back to life. But what does this mean for us on another level? Where in your life may you feel that something has been ripped apart from you, has been taken underground, taken away, and where you may feel scorched, where you may feel enraged, and where that part of you, your innocence, because Persephone represents the innocence that can be torn away. And then we come back out from the darkness, and we're never the same. We have that wisdom. So this wisdom energy is part of this eclipse, along with the realization of whatever frustration or depression that may have come along with whatever event in life, whatever situation where you felt something was taken or ripped from you and your innocence was no longer preserved. And yet this is a time to be wiser. It is even more significant because the eclipse, the sun, 11 degrees of Aquarius, the moon, 11 degrees of Leo, it is on what's called the heliocentric node of Neptune, a portal to the world. Think of it as a wormhole, a portal to the world of Neptune, which is spiritual, which is visionary, which is the other side, the other realm, the mystical side. There is a pull for us to be centered in our spirituality. Neptune, the compassionate side, not the victim side. That is one way of expressing Neptune. I've been victimized, especially because of the context with Ceres. It's not about that. It is a rise above that and rise to a higher side that maybe there's not a mortal explanation for why, but from a higher perspective, a compassionate perspective, to see that in the scheme of things, we don't know everything, and sometimes we must have faith. It is a pull towards being able to establish in, you somewhere in your life a meditative process and an intuitive process, especially with the moon in Leo, listening to your heart. That intuition, the wisdom of your heart is very, very powerful. Now, the Aquarian energy, Aquarius, of course, is the intellectuals of the zodiac, wanting to forward mankind, humankind, womankind into a better life. So we are in the age of Aquarius idealism. Mindfulness with the heart meditation will bring you that centeredness. And this is one of the main messages from this full moon eclipse. To listen to your heart, to go into mindful meditation, and to be able to follow that message with conviction. Now, there could be things that come up about healing the heart, wherever that might have been frustrated or stomped on. And in healing heart, mind, body, that can find to be very powerful and very productive. Venus is together with this eclipse. She is with the south node, close to the sun, 5 degrees, not exact, but close. And the other side of her is Juno, the asteroid for marriage. So there's this energy, but she's in Aquarius. So there's an unconditional friendship and acceptance about allowing oneself, friendships, lovers, partners, to be their own person, to honor them, even if it means that you would wish they were something else, to honor them as who they are, and to value that independence, to be able to count on them, and to have friends people that can count on, that no matter what, they want what is best for you to be able to be your own authentic person, to follow your own path to your highest place. So this is a time to really tap into your creativity, that Leo creativity, to heal heart, to meditate, to the veil between this world and the other world will be very thin. So you may get all kinds of messages from the other side that can be very, very, very profound at this time. There is still this vibration of change that is going on, this depth of change. And yet, what's called the final dispositor of the chart, when you follow the North Node, you can follow the ascendant, but that's different for wherever you are on the planet. When you follow the North Node, what's called the final dispositor of the chart is Saturn in Capricorn, traditional, from the traditional aspect. And Saturn is about establishing things. So Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn, it's in its rulership, it's very strong, always wants a plan, always wants to figure out, well, what could go wrong so you could be prepared. So there's be prepared along with all this very powerful Neptunian energy, heart energy, that is Aquarian energy, that is about the ideal. So capturing that ideal heart, meditation, transformation, very strong, very powerful, and then being able to ground it in such a way, whatever your aspirations is. If it's series with the food aspect, how do I ground, how do I eat healthier day to day? If it is with your creative aspect, I really want to be a great photographer. How do you bring it back and ground it and put it into your life in a routine way that Saturn you can get better a little bit every time. If it's a relationship, how do you ground it and be able to promote and work and develop and intuitively connect in a deeper level with relationships? What does that mean? What would that look like? Whether it's friendship, lovers, associates, whatever. How do you ground it so it's real? It's concrete. Have a beautiful, loving full moon in Leo, eclipse, blue moon, blood moon, supermoon. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Donna Page, and I appreciate that you stopped by.